If you're looking to find out whether you can crack Harvard Business School or not based on your profile, I'll give you very simple yet very effective ways to understand where you stand. You will also understand what you can do to improve your chances of HBS. See, I've created 5 categories based on your profile, your GMAT, GPA, college, your undergrad organization, and your extracurricular activities. Watch till the end to understand what category do you fall in, and also what can you do to jump into a higher category. I'll give very specific info so that you do not waste time. And just look at these 5 categories and work your way up. I'm Jatin Bhandari. I'm a global MBA consultant and I've helped applicants generate more than 100 crores of top MBA scholarships. I'm going to be sharing a lot of MBA stories. Subscribe, hit the bell icon so that you are updated on the latest information that I'll throw on YouTube. Now, before we dive deeper into the 5 categories of prospective Harvard MBA applicants, let me share some of the Hbs important facts, just facts. The average GMAT score, 730, GRE, 326, and I'm not going to read them and bore you to death. Just pause the video right now, maybe take a screenshot. And you can also get these from the Hbs website. These are just statistics. Similarly, average work experience, they have little less than 5 years and a 3.7 GPA, which means when you start your applications to Harvard Business School, you will have roughly 3 to 3.5 years of work experience. And by the time you start your MBA, you will have 4.5 to 5 years of work experience. Now, as you can see, economics and business majors and STEM backgrounds cover roughly 80% of the whole class. 9,000 plus people apply to Harvard Business School every year. And this is the global representation. This is how the global representation of what diversity looks like. Look at the entire group of set of countries that they get people from. And they roughly take 10% of the 9,000 plus applicants that apply to HBS every year. Now that we understand the facts, let me divide the applicant pool into 5 major categories, and you will know your category and you will also know your options if you want to move up in the order. Do subscribe to this channel, press the bell icon so that you can stay updated on a lot of important updates that I'll be sharing consistently. Category 1. You have a GMAT 750 plus with past experience in the target group of organizations. Your organization, essentially recruits from the school, and you worked with companies such as McKinsey, Bain, BCG, or a bulge bracket investment bank, top tier consulting firms, private equity firms, feeder private equity firms, not every private equity firm, Facebook, Google, Microsoft. You worked with these organizations and you have 4 to 5 years of work experience. You've completed your undergrad from a top 3-4 colleges, from one of the top 3-4 colleges of your country, IITs for India, in India for example, and you have a GPA which is higher than 3.6. Now, by the way, a lot of people, HBS will take over 100 people from McKinsey and Goldman Sachs alone. They've been doing it consistently. Now, if you belong to this category, and this category 1 also has extracurriculars, excellent extracurricular activities, and you're somebody who's been regular at team-based sports activities such as football, cricket, basketball, and you have represented your college at city level. You're also active in the alumni association of your college and you've done decent charity work. Well, guess what? You are a very strong applicant for Harvard if you belong to category 1. And by the way, if you are a she with the same statistics, the chances are even better as you will help them fill 2 of their major minority buckets. Percentage of internationals, percentage of international women. Yeah. So if you are an engineer, within this category, if you're an engineer from a top college in your country like IIT in India, or a top business or economic major, you are a very strong applicant for Harvard Business School. Second category. You have everything from category 1, but you do not belong to the target list of companies. And you're not a part of the Fortune 500 or Fortune 1000 companies, and you work for a lesser known organization, but you have everything else from the category 1, and your organization, the organization that you work for, has done some serious funding rounds in the recent past and is giving you an opportunity to do a lot of heavy lifting in execution. You're taking a lot of initiatives and working right next to the executive leadership. You're working right with them, and you work maybe probably for a a 500 to maybe a 2000 people company, and you're getting your hands really dirty with scaling products, dealing with money, essentially doing things that someone at Google with 4 years of work experience won't get to do easily. Again, you should definitely consider applying to Harvard. Third category, you have everything from category 2 and your GMAT score is in the 750, 760 range, but the company that you work for is neither heard of nor in the steroids growth stage. And in extracurriculars, you're just average. Then you should understand that even though statistics matter at Harvard, but without strong extracurriculars or without a great undergrad college, only a GMAT score of 750 to 760 will not work. Find out what is the spike of your life, something that sets you apart from a lot of other people. It could be from any area, professional, community, but you need to really prove what is it that makes you special for them. And prove your worth by showing the kind of organization that you're working with. Make them understand why should they take you based on the fact that you work for a non-feeder organization, you don't have the steroid experience in the category 2, and showcase a strong reason that made you join this organization. I will also recommend in this category that go and do an in-person interview on HBS campus. If you think you can sell yourself better in person, do your interview on ground. See, instead of being thrown in the also applied pool, you will at least show your face and prove that you made an effort. Next category, consider another scenario. You have everything from category 1, everything in your profile is strong. You worked at target group, you have strong undergrad GPA, and you went to a decent college as well. But you have a GMAT score of 710 or 720. You can still take your chances if you have a very high undergrad GPA. But if you think you can take your GMAT again and increase it 15 to 20 points above the global average of HBS, it will really help you with Harvard and even with the other N7 schools in the upper A cluster. Remember, you're directly competing with category 1. You have the target group of companies, target undergrad, yet a lower GMAT score. Work on your GMAT. Category 5. You do not work in any of the target group of companies. You do not come from a feeder college, and you do not have substantial extracurriculars on your resume that make you think that you are maybe one of the 10,000 applicants to possess this. Your GMAT score is around 710, 720. It is very unlikely that you will crack Harvard Business School. My suggestion for you, increase your GMAT score by another 30 points. And if possible, find a job in one of the feeder companies if you're still a couple of years away from applying to HBS. And go! Now, in this video, I have covered the profiles that will represent the majority. I have not talked about the exceptional cases where HBS takes somebody with a 600, or some years they even take people with less than 600 scores as well. Those cases I think are rare and they are not representative of the majority at all. In the next part, we will look at the execution strategy. In the next video, I will look at how these categories can execute the essays and what does Harvard look for and how will HBS further narrow it down based on what you write on your essays. If you have any questions related to your profile, if you have any questions related to the 5 categories that I've created and where you stand, put them in the comment section below and I will respond to each of them individually. With this, I'm signing off. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in my next video.